Hi! Welcome! Here I will be showing some awesome indie games made by a developer called Locomalito. These games are completely free to download and play, no in-game ads or anything. It is amazing that such quality games are not only free but also made by just one developer, Locomalito, and a great music composer by the name of Hydra. Where to download the games, what makes them so awesome, and a little bit info about the author, all that coming up. My name is Vilingor, I'll be back in just a moment. All Locomalito games can be downloaded directly from his website locomalito.com. There is a link in the description below. As I said, all games are free, even though Hydra and Maldita Castilla have been re-released as commercial games. All free versions of both games can be downloaded and it's the same game basically, same levels, same music, gameplay. If you can, I would say buy the commercial versions of the game. Let's reward the author's great generosity and help him produce more awesome games. The first time I encountered a Locomalito game was while I was looking to find some free quality games to play. As I was going through various games I could find on the internet, most of them were or of poor quality or not completely free. And then I stumbled upon Maldita Castilla, a Ghosts and Goblins inspired game, and my first thought after trying the game was, this game should be commercial. It's too well made, how is it possible that it is free? The graphics are pixel art, some may like that, some may not. To me, a legitimate art style as any. The important thing is that the game is good, and oh boy, it was. Let's start with the art style. That is the first thing that I noticed personally. Simply put, it's good. Artwork is not awkward, proportions and design of the characters is spot on, colors, shadows, detail, richness and variety, it's all done on a professional level as far as I'm concerned. As for overall game design, as I said before, Maldita Castilla is inspired by Ghosts and Goblins game. And mind you that inspired is the right word here. Maldita Castilla is no clone in my mind, because it makes the necessary effort to be original in all various game elements, to stand on its own as a unique creation. Maybe the best example of this are the enemies and the background settings. Locomalito used Spanish cultural heritage and mythology to create various enemy types and boss fights, and that is a brilliant move that adds depth, character and a peculiar atmosphere to the game. The game music is created by Greiser87, a music composer that creates the music for all Locomalito games, and the music for Maldita Castilla is spot on also. It does exactly what it needs to do. Dramatic where it needs to be, dynamic where it needs to be, not too repetitive, suit tailored for the game atmosphere, and most importantly, inspired and made with care and polish. The storytelling part of the game is good also. The story is there and gives the main idea of the quest, while at the same time not getting in the way of the actual gameplay and not being annoying. There is not much bad to say about this game. It is pretty much as good as it gets for this type of video game, and at an unbeatable price for sure. Of course, I'm gonna nitpick and say that I would like the gameplay mechanics to be still more different than Ghosts and Goblins by, I don't know, maybe adding the ability to block with a shield or something else. So, after playing Maldita Castilla, I was curious who created it, and are there more games from the same author. That's how I find out about Locomalito and his website with more excellent games. And the next game I played was Hydra. It is a side-scrolling 2D space shooter Again, a free game, again excellent. Pixel art at its best, well-made effects and explosions, balanced gameplay, not too difficult, not too easy, a storyline that is there, but again does not get in the way. This time the music is even better, in my opinion, than in Maldita Castilla, and while fitting in adequately in the game, it is music that can easily be listened to on its own through the day while working out or something. In Hydra, the player is somewhat free to choose the levels he is going to play, and in between levels is the time to upgrade the player's ship. If I must single out one, to me, main good quality about Locomalito's way of game developing, I would say variety. He obviously takes time to make a world rich with detail that constantly changes with new fresh content and gameplay. I like that a lot. Again, I'm gonna nitpick and report a bug. At least on my computer, when pausing and restarting the game, the music stops to play. The next game from Locomalito is one I played the most, and I'm near to completing it. At least I think so. It is Iseos, side-scrolling platformer set in the ancient Greece. I would say that the game is somewhat inspired by the movie 300. You know, "This is Sparta!" While Iseos brings the usual level of quality that I am used to by now by Locomalito, what I like particularly in this game is combat gameplay mechanics, nothing crazy, but instead of just having a jump and attack button, while pressing attack and holding up at the same time, the main character shoots an arrow instead of the standard melee attack, and when the player has acquired the shield, just by pressing down, the incoming enemy projectiles are blocked. As for the flaws, there is a bug that jams the attack button in rapid fire if the attack button is pressed too quickly repeatedly. The solution is just to press the attack button once more. Maybe it's not a bug, but a feature. I don't know. Also, I would like there to be more options for button customization instead of having just A and B predetermined gamepad setups. Also, the difficulty curve tends to jump up quite suddenly at certain points in the game. For example, this part with the bronze giant is quite a challenge in the beginning. I would like it for the game to ease the player more slowly into the game. Nevertheless, none of the mentioned above interfered with the game being fun and interesting to me, and I will probably finish it, and that doesn't happen often. These three games I talked about are the ones that are most interesting to my specific taste in games genres, but as far as I can tell, the rest of the games on the Locomalito website seem to be well made as well. Now a little bit of info about the man himself. Locomalito is from Spain and uses game maker software to create his games. The name means loco, crazy, and malito, sick. It is a nickname he made for himself. As a kid, he liked the arcade machine game R-Type and played it a lot. So once, while playing it in public, people watching him play were impressed at how well he played, and they were saying like, "This kid is crazy, loco. It's sick how well he's playing, malito." And so a nickname Locomalito was created. Amazingly, as far as I can tell, making video games is not Locomalito's main occupation. He makes games in his free time. Here is how the man himself looks like. No, I'm sorry, wrong image. I will shoot the editor immediately. No, I can't do it. I am the editor. Let's just try again. Yes, here it is, the man himself, Locomalito, and the man behind all awesome music in Locomalito games, Greiser87. Also, all games are complete with their box cover images created mainly by a Polish artist Marek Barei, also quality work here. What? You're still here? Go! Download the games and play! Have fun! See you in the next video of whatever I make!